Hi, I'm Landon, a graduate student at WKU in the MBA program. I'd like to take a few moments to provide some insight about the new workforce and how we can be organizations that attract talent from this new workforce. Most of you instantly know what I'm talking about when I mention the new workforce, but in case you don't, I'm referring to a new generation of workers that are motivated differently than, say, our parents or grandparents were motivated in their employment. So I'd like to look at three things today. One, what caused this change in the new workforce? Two, what exactly does this new workforce want? And three, how do we provide these things to this new generation of workers when maybe our industry doesn't lend itself to being able to offer all of these things? So let's get started. Number one, what caused this change? I think this change has been coming for the past few generations. If you go back a few generations, you see that the typical model was the breadwinner of the home worked a very demanding job that at the end of the day left them just emotionally tapped out and unable to invest much more in their families. Fast forward a couple of generations, and you see it take root that people are just saying, you know what, I want something a little different than that. On top of this, we've had the COVID-19 pandemic. And so for various reasons, you've had families together more inside the home. And I think just seeing that has just put it in front of our eyes where we have our families and we like that. And we are starting to just realize the value of our families. And then on top of this, we have life and death played out in front of our eyes through this pandemic. And so we have this meaning of life question where we have to reevaluate and reprioritize. And I think the answer has consistently been that our families are more important than our jobs. So what does the new generation of workers want? They want flexibility. They want to be measured by effectiveness. They want to work with a sense of purpose. They want to work for someone that has corporate social responsibility, that offers professional development. But number three, what if we can't give them these things exactly? Maybe we work in construction or manufacturing and we can't give them flexibility. Well, I think, again, we have to go back to point number one and understand what caused this change. Employees want to be able to prioritize their families. They want to be able to have some left in the tank where they can pour into their families at home when they get off the job. And so I think if we can work to be organizations that provide this for our employees and not just the list, I think we will be extremely effective in attracting and retaining talent from this new workforce that we're dealing with.